Hey guys, so let's discuss new meta interview loop round, which is round 6, and which is called low level design. Okay, so the question is given to you is you have to design social media notification service. Okay, so in Facebook or in email, you get the notification, right? So that service you need to design. So for example, you are not using Facebook, but you get the notification on your phone screen, right? That is called the push notification when user is not logged in, or he's not active on Facebook, but he got some notification, so you will be getting like that. Or few notification you get through email or through WhatsApp, right? Or through SMS. So you have a different types of the notification. Okay, and then you need to design one social media notification service which support all these types. So this is the requirement. Now here we will be seeing answer based on two roles, which is E5 and E6. Okay, and E4 also give answer similar to E5. So here again expectation differ by level. So if I senior software engineer, he would be expected to say that he will design a clean extensible notification service using oops principle. Okay, so extensible means tomorrow if you need to add a new notification type, okay, let's say Slack, so that you can add with the minimum changes. Now, E6 staff engineer, he will say that design a scalable notification platform supporting multiple channels. Okay, then retries, deduplication, rate limiting, event-driven architecture. So here he is talking about messaging queue, event-driven architecture, asynchronous communication. Now, functional requirement. So the system should send push notification. I told you what is push notification. Okay, then email notification, SMS notification, track read or unread status also. Then support notification preferences. Okay, let's say I'm saying that these are the time where I don't want any notification, or per day I want only 10 notification. Okay, so this is the user preference. So that also your system should support. Then retry failed notification, prevent duplicate notification, and support priority notification. Now if you see, it's a high level architecture diagram. So see, user action will go to notification event first. From there it will go to notification service, and notification service will check what is the will communicate with preferences service. He will check what is the preferences is set. Okay, and then it will go to channel selector, which notification type you want to use, push, email or SMS, and then notification status, read, unread, or sent, not sent. And then it will go to user. Okay, not read, unread, sent, not sent. Fine. Now let's talk about classes you will be using here. So first of all, you will have a user class which will have attribute ID and name. Okay, then you will have a notification class which will have again ID, title, message. Okay, and then notification type. Okay, push, email, Slack, WhatsApp. Notification priority. Now here then next is notification preference. Okay, so push enabled, email enabled, SMS enabled, or different types of notification type you will have here. Now you will have an interface which is called notification channel, and it will have the send method. Okay, which will take notification as a parameter. Now different notification type will implement this class. So like push notification implement notification channel. Okay, then email notification, SMS notification, then notification service will have send notification. Okay, then let's talk about design pattern you will be using here. So first of all, strategy pattern, where it will get used. Strategy is for multiple notification channels. Okay, you have multiple notification channel, push, SMS, email, which one you have to choose, that will come with the strategy pattern. Factory pattern will get used for create notification channel. Okay, then observer pattern, observer you always use to send the notifications. Okay, because it will observe if any event is there, it will just send that to as a notification. Okay, so observer user activity trigger notifications. Now builder, so build notification system, and singleton notification configuration. So if I will say I would design the service using the strategy pattern, so each notification channel can evolve independently. Okay, before sending, I will check user preference, dispatch through the appropriate channel, and store the delivery status. E6 will say that at meta scale, I would build an event-driven notification platform. User action publish events to Kafka, and the notification worker processes them asynchronously and apply preferences, deduplicate request, enforce rate limits, okay, and then retry failure, deliver notification across multiple channels. So now let's talk about few follow-up questions here. So for example, follow-up question one is notification preference. Okay, so if I will say that store user preferences, like he want push notification but not email notification and SMS notification, so you will store this as somewhere, right? On the enabled channels receive notification. Now E6 will say that support preferenced by, okay, support preference by notification category, device, and then quiet hours also I told you, right? I don't want during this time I don't want any notification. So then, and device also, like on mobile I want notification, but on laptop I don't want notification. And category also, okay, push, email, or Slack, WhatsApp. Then language and marketing versus transactional notification. Transactional means the promotion and all, right? Sorry, marketing means promotion offers and all. Okay, so cache preferences using Redis. So here you will use Redis to cache the preference. Now follow-up question 2 is read and unread status. Okay, so if I will say maintain a status field, and E6 will say store read timestamp, device ID, synchronize across devices, and then real-time updates. So follow-up question 3 is push notification. Okay, so if I will say use Firebase APN to deliver mobile notification, and E6 will say the pipeline will be like this: event will go to notification service from their push gateway, and from there it will go to mobile device. So support retries and delivery tracking. Okay, so now next follow-up question is email notification. So how you will handle email notification? Okay, so if I will say that send email asynchronously, so you will use the queues there, and then automatically it will send with its own speed. Okay, then E6 will say queue email separately to avoid blocking push delivery, support templates and localizations. Okay, follow-up question 5 is SMS notification. So if I will say use SMS for high priority alerts, and E6 will say integrate with multiple SMS provider, automatically switch provider if one fails. So you can have multiple providers. Okay. Follow-up question 6 is retry mechanism. So if I will say that retry failed deliveries, okay, and E6 will say that use exponential backoff. So let's say some failure happens, so in 1 minute time, 5 minute time, 15 minute time, it will automatically retry it. Okay, and then otherwise it will go to dead letter queue, DLQ, and then manually user will check why it is getting failed. Okay, follow-up question 7 is duplicate prevention. So if I will say that is store notification ID and avoid sending duplicates, okay. E6 will say use an idempotency key, like user ID plus notification ID, unique key you will be using. So duplicate requests are ignored. Now follow-up question 8 is priority notification. Okay, so if I will say that assign priorities high, medium or low, and E6 will say process through separate queue. So separate queue for, like for example, high priority will have its own separate queue, immediate queue, okay, or medium priority will have normal queue, and low priority will have background queue. So follow-up question 9 is rate limiting. If I will say that limit notifications per user, for example 100 notification per hour you can send, and then E6 will say implement token bucket using Redis. So here for rate limiting, you know that we have a different algorithm, so here you will be using token bucket. So apply limits on per user, per device, per application and per notification type. Okay, follow-up question 10th is API design. So if I will say different types of API, like first of all notification post method, okay, which will store notification itself. Then you will fetch the particular user's notification, right? So get notification user ID. Then you will read particular notification, right? So means all the read notifications of that user. So notification ID and read. Then means from read to unread you need to do, let's say. So you will change the status with this put method, okay, and then you can delete particular notification using the delete method. Now E6 will say that additional APIs you will be using is put preferences, okay, for the preferences, let's say I'm changing my preferences, so that is the put method. Then bulk notification, delivery status and retry. Now follow-up question 11 is related to database schema. Okay, so database schema, how many tables you will be having? First of all, user table, which will have user ID and name. Then notification table, again ID, user ID. Okay, then title, message, status, priority, and created it. And then you will have E6, which is the additional tables. Okay, so notification preference will come here, or notification delivery, or notification audit. Then retry queue and channel status. So partition notification tables by user or date for scalability. Now follow-up question 12 is related to design patterns. So which kind of design patterns you will be using? So if I will say use strategy and factory design pattern, and E6 will say you can use, we have seen this design pattern above, right? So we are just I'm just reading it. So like strategy, factory, observer, builder, singleton, and command. Okay, command you will be using for the queue processing. So each pattern improves extensibility and maintainability. Okay, the 13th one, last one, is extensibility. Okay, extensibility means adding a new channel only requires implementing the notification channel interface. So that's it. Means we have seen that push notification class, email notification class, all those class were implementing this notification channel class, if you remember, right? So same thing you need to do. So the notification channel, so push, email, SMS, let's say WhatsApp, Slack you have added in future, some future channel, the image will look like this. So no changes are required to the core service, adhere to the open close principle. Okay, design pattern, um, design principle, sorry, open close design principle means class is open for the implementation. Okay, but not for the change. Means you can extension, so you can extend that class, but you cannot modify the class. That is the open close principle. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.